Morning, children. I welcome you all to this online classes again. Like what we have studied in the previous sessions, it was about the chapter Hero. In 2 sessions, I have completely explained the chapter, and the notes has also been updated. You have to write all the notes very neatly and without making any spelling mistakes. Right, and also I have given you the instructions like 200 pages long notebook should be maintained for the classwork and 100 pages single line book, that is for homework. If you have your previous year books, you can utilize it. If you don't have, you have to purchase it and use it for homework book. So this is all about the textbooks, notebooks, how you have to use it. Like coming to the chapter, Hero, the complete chapter I have explained. Notes you have to write what all I have given, okay, and the two mains which you have, that I'll be explaining. Other than that two mains, that is your dialogue version. Like you have to read, everything is through dialogues only. All the tasks in the textbook you have to read it, so there is nothing much grammar in that. The only grammar part which you get in your first chapter is about models. That about those models we'll see at the end of this session. Okay, so let us move on to the next poem, children. Like it is Grandma Climbs a Tree. Who is the poet for that? Ruskin Bond. The name itself is very strange, right, children? Isn't it? Like grandma climbs a tree. Is this possible? How can a grandma climb a tree? That kind of question raises within you. So let us see about how a grandma climbs a tree, written by Ruskin Bond. So who is Ruskin Bond? Ruskin Bond, even he is a famous poet. He was born in Kasauli in 1934. Now he lives in Mussoorie. He wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof. What is his first novel? The Room on the Roof. When he was 17 and has written more other 30 books for children. Along with this, he has also written 30 more books for children. Grandma Climbs a Tree shows Bond's great ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. So what is this poem about? It is about an unusual things. Like usually everyone will go and climb a tree? No. Can you and me easily climb a tree? No. Those who are used for that particular, those who have been trained, those who have been like hobby, they would have cultivated. Only those people can climb a tree very easily. So in his autobiography, Scenes from a Writer's Life, Bond talks about his Calcutta granny as a strange person who sat alone in the evenings playing patience and a card game. Okay, this is all about the story of grandmother. Whose grandmother? None other than Ruskin Bond's, the poet's grandmother. Let us move on to the poem. My grandmother was genius. You would like to know why? So how he is introducing his grandmother? He is introducing his grandmother by telling us genius. What does the word genius mean? They are expert in some specialized fields. See, like example, she is a piano player. She is very genius in it. She's genius. She's a genius piano player, you say. So what I meant to say here is someone who is expertising in that particular field, you call them as genius, very intelligent. He is very intelligent. He is very genius in maths. So you don't find him committing silly mistakes in mathematics. Only then you call him as genius. Okay. So these are the examples what the word genius mean. Okay. So now how this poet is introducing his grandmother. Poet is introducing his grandmother as genius. Why he is calling grandmother as genius? By seeing the poem, we'll come to know. Because she could climb trees. Why the poet is addressing his grandmother as genius? Because she is climbing trees, it seems. She could climb trees. Spreading high, she would be up their branches in a trice. So, what is the expertise in her? She could climb a tree. What type of tree it is? It is spreading, like you have long trees, right? So it is spreading only here and there, but spreading means it is spread wide. Okay. So coconut tree, how it will be? This, it will be like this. This is not a spreading one. This is a spreading tree. Okay. This is called as spreading. Spreading or high. So even the tree is having lots and lots of branches. She would be up their branches in a trice. Means very quickly she can climb a tree. And mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. What was her age when she was lastly climbed the tree? She was 62. Can you easily imagine? So it is not an easy job, right? Even those who have crossed 35, they say that lots of difficulties they are facing. Those who have crossed 50, they just don't move from their places, right? But his granny, who was turned 62, even at this age, she is climbing the tree, and that was her last attempt. Ever since childhood, she would had this gift. From childhood, she is climbing the tree. For being happier in a tree than in a lift. What this granny is feeling, how she is feeling? She is feeling like how you feel when you're going in a lift. How do you feel? You feel like someone is lifting you, right? You feel happy. That kind of experience, she's experiencing more happiness when she's climbing a tree, even though she's not experiencing the kind of happiness when she's going in a lift. Ever since childhood, she would had this gift from being happier in a tree than in a lift. So, being in a tree, she is feeling happy than being in a lift. So, I repeat the first paragraph, stanza, children. Observe, my grandmother was genius. I would like to know why. Because she could climb trees, spreading or high. She would be up their branches in a trice, means quickly. Okay. And mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. Ever since childhood, she would has this gift, being happier in a tree than in a lift. So I think you have clearly understood the first stanza. Let's move on to the second stanza. And though as years went by, she would be told that climbing trees should stop when one grew old. So what the others are telling, all the family members are telling, they are telling that once you have crossed a certain age, you should stop all this. When you are growing old, you should stop all this. As years went by, she would be told, like when she is becoming age, she would be told, family members are telling her that climbing trees should stop when one grew old. What is the advice she is getting from the family members? Like she is getting the advice to stop climbing the trees, and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. Then what the one more advice what they are telling? They are telling like once you are age, you should be very gracefully. What is gracefully? You should be very respectful. You should behave very respectful. You should be in a dignified manner. They are who are telling all the family members of Ruskin Bond. Okay, Ruskin Bond's father and Ruskin Bond's mother, all are telling this grandmother to do like this. But what she replies, how she replies, we'll see. She'll laugh and say, well, I'll grow disgracefully. No, I'll not be in a grateful manner. I'll not be in a dignified manner. I'll be disgraceful. See, observe this, underline this, gracefully and disgracefully. It is a prefix added to disgracefully, right? Gracefully I'll just write and explain. Gracefully, I have already given you the examples of prefixes and suffixes. This is an example for prefix, okay? Graceful, disgraceful. So she is not ready to listen to the words of the family members. She is arguing with them. I don't want to be dignified. I don't want to be respectful. I want to be disgraceful. She wants to be unpleasant, it seems. I can do it better. Don't argue me. I can do it very well. And he had to agree, and we had to agree. Family members also, they had no other go. They had to agree for her. For in all the garden, there wasn't a tree. So the place where they were living, they had no trees. Okay. So they had a very big house. Even when you search for to the sightedness, they didn't find any trees. She had not been up at one time or another. Within brackets, having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6. So when did she learn climbing the trees? She has taught it from her lovely brother who has taught Granny to climb the tree. Her brother has taught her. And at what age it was done? It was done at the age of 6, but it was feared by all. So what she has learned it from the age of 6, but still she is trying. Why? The family members are afraid of her, because when she is 62, if something goes wrong, isn't the bones will be very delicate at the age of 60, after crossing 60? When they are getting older and older, all the bone density will come down, right? So that's the reason all the family members are very much afraid. If unknowingly she climbs up some tree, and if she falls from there, what happens? Who will face all these consequences? All the family members were worried. So that one day they have a terrible fall. The outcome was different while we were in town. So what happened one day when they were in town? They were not in their place. They were in town. They had a terrible fall. So the outcome means what is the result? What is the effectiveness? What you are getting it? She climbed a tree and could not come down. So when they were not in their house, they went to town. She climbed a tree, but what was the condition? She couldn't come down. She couldn't come down. After the rescue, so till now these 3 paragraphs are very clear now, children. Like these 3 stanzas is telling how the grandma learnt and what was her argument with the family members not to avoid climbing tree. And now this time when they were out of the town, she climbed it and she is not in a position to come down. Let's read out the 4th stanza. After the rescue, the doctor took Granny's temperature and said, so after the rescue means after saving Granny. Rescue, like I'll give you an example, like if one apartment is in a is met with a fire accident and fire station people are coming to help her. What this firemen came and rescued the apartment people, right? Got my point? What is it? It is like saving, okay? Rescue is nothing but saving someone from danger. The doctor took Granny's temperature and said, the doctor came after the rescue, doctor came there and he examined her. I strongly recommend a quiet week in bed. So what the doctor is prescribing her, what the doctor is recommending Granny, the doctor is telling Granny not to move out completely. She should be on bed for a week. She signed. What she'll do? We signed with relief. What these people are doing? The family members. We signed means the family members of Ruskin Bond. Side is nothing but taking long breath. We say no, that is called a side. Okay, with relief and tucked her up well. So what they were planning, the family members were planning her not to get down from the bed. She was completely tucked up there. Poor granny. For her, it was like a brief season in hell. So, the word, see the sentence here. Poor granny. Poor granny. For her, it was like a brief season in hell. Okay. So here, what she is feeling, how she is feeling, it was like a brief season in hell. She was feeling like as if she's in hell when she was on bed for the whole 1 week. Here, the figures of speech used here is simile. I think all the figures of speech you have come through in the class 9. What are the figures of speech? I'll explain you. Need not worry. I'll explain you very clearly. But I'm just showing you how it represents. There are many figures of speech. Okay, simile, metaphor, personification. Okay, and many such. Okay, you have many still. So for time being, in this chapter, you will come across one simile and one personification. Okay, here, Granny's situation is compared to a grief season in hell. That is simile. Okay. So next. Confined to her bedroom, while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. So what the thing happened here? Confined to her bedroom. She was strictly on her bed, and how she was spending her time while in every breeze. So when you are, what is breeze? It is a cool, gentle air you will be getting, gentle wind, okay? Whispered of summer and dancing leaves. So again here, underline this sentence also. While every breeze whispered of summer. Okay? Whispered of summer. Whispered of summer. See, what is summer? You know, it is a season, it will be hot. Whispered. Can summer whisper? So it is a human quality, like, right? When human quality is being compared for something else which has no life. Summer, do you have life for summer? No. That kind of figure of speech is called as personification. Now you just briefly understand what is what. When I'm explaining this grammar part about figures of speech, I'll explain you in detail. So, what you get here, one thing is compared to the other thing. Grandmother's situation is compared to brief season in hell, like. Okay, here a human quality is compared to something which is abstract. Okay, so that is known as personification. So let's come back to the last stanza of this page. But she had held her peace till she felt stronger. So what was she doing? She was controlling her peace, and till she felt stronger, and she became stronger now. Okay, she was holding her peace and she was waiting her to become herself stronger. Then she sat up and said, I'll lie here no longer. I'm perfectly all right. I can't stay on the bed. I don't stay here for any moment. I will lie here no longer. And she called for my father and told him undoubtedly. So what she does, she calls her son. Who is her son? Ruskin Bond's father. And what is she telling to the son? Okay, undoubtedly means without any hesitation. She calls the son and she tells, at a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. So what is she demanding her son? She is demanding for a treetop house. Okay, she is asking the son to construct a house on a treetop. My dad knew his duties. So what is his dad, how he is describing his dad? He is a very good son. He is ready to do whatever his mother demands for. He is a very dutiful son. Okay. He said, that's all right. You will have what you want, dear. So what grandmother's son says or Ruskin Bond's father says, don't worry, mother, you will get it. Whatever you want, you will get it, dear. He'll say, I will start work tonight. I'll start the work from tonight itself, today night itself. And here is your last stanza of the poem. With my expert assistance, he soon finished the chore. Means chore is the task what you get. What is the task here? He is getting. He has to complete the treetop house like how his mother has been instructed. And he also takes some experts assistance, means who is very expert in constructing a tree house. He gets the guidance from them and he does that house. Made her a tree. He constructed a tree there. Like they don't construct it with bricks and all. It's with a playout pieces. Okay. House with windows and a door. So how was that house being designed? It was with a window. It was with a door also. So granny moved up and now every day. So after the construction is over, what this granny did, she moved there. And every day I climb her room with glasses and trays. What this boy, when he was boy, this happened. When Ruskin Bond was in his childhood, he is sharing all his experiences with the grandmother and what all grandmother did, how did he enjoy his her accompaniments. Okay, I climbed to her room and with glasses and trays. So now the granny has been shifted for treetop house. So someone has to facilitate her with her food and all, right? So that work who is doing? Ruskin Bond is doing. What all she needs, he used to carry. Now he is going up with trays and glasses. If she asks for some water or liquids, he is going. If she asks for some breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever it may be, that he carries with the help of tray, it means. Okay. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me. So what is she doing? She sits in the tree house and she is in a state, in the sense, the meaning according to this is, she's in a particular condition. Okay. And sherry with me. Sherry with me means, sherry is a kind of drink which is made out of grapes, a type of wine. Okay. Upholding her right to reside in a tree. So what is now she doing? She is completely settled in that treetop house only and she started residing in a tree. So how is this poem, children? Isn't it so realistic? Okay. So this is all about this poem, and till now we have completed the chapter Hero and the poem Grandma Climbs a Tree. All your notes should be completed up to here, and in the next session I'll be explaining about the second chapter. Got it, children? And whenever the test may commence, you should be prepared with Hero, Grandma Climbs a Tree. This will be there. And if time permits, I may include one more chapter also. So that I'll confirm you. But as this is completed, you keep Start preparing from now on. Don't wait for the dates to be announced. Start preparing from now on. Okay. So now let us move on to the models, and one more homework I have given you, right? I had given you a passage and I have asked you to write the proper appropriate words there. I think you all will have done. So coming to page number 10. See here, it is task 2. And task 1, I'll dictate the answers for that also. Task 1, homophones, as I have explained you. We had dash many apples to carry. We had too many apples to carry. Task 1, we had too many apples to carry. So the second one, I dash a horse at the Marina Beach. I rode, not that road, okay? Next, did you have a dash for lunch? Pears, kind of apple. The books are over there. What is the other there here? On the other day I have said you. It is which shows possession. Their car is red. Got it? Don't get confused with this and that. So next, coming to task 2. So this was your homework, right? So this is a story. Which story? This story. This is a, I'll give just answers, make a note of it. This is a story told by dash. Night. Okay. So what is the other story you get here? This story, it is a storied building, like many floors, with many floors. A building with many floors. Okay. So the option for night here is this night, you know, day, night. And what is this night? He is an official with supreme power. Okay. He is a person with honorary, someone respects more, we say. He is knight. Okay. So the next one, once he received a letter when he dash red. The other red is color red. Okay. It threw. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Grammatical word threw. And what is this threw? You are throwing something out. You are throwing it. The past tense for throw is threw. Okay. He could not believe his own eyes. For it was written by none other than the queen of the land. She asked him to meet her at a secret place. The night wasn't a fix, but he thought of a plan to tide over this problem. He went to the meeting place not only but along with his fair wife. This fair is very much fair. Okay. So the other one fair is I'm traveling. My fares are traveling fair. That is this fair. Okay. So let us move on to the task 3. One is flatter. The other word for praise is flatter, which is being jumbled here. Next suspect, doubt. Tragedy. fragment, alert, scarcity, sympathetic. Okay. So this is all about textbook exercises, children. The rest, you should have an go through with all these dialogues here, okay? And move on to the page number 15. In this 15, these answers it will be in your worksheet. And I also explain you how the worksheet will be. I think you'll be having all the basic grammar in that. Q means I have given you the basic grammar where you have to, select prepositions. You should put it there. And articles, fill in the blanks related to articles, fill in the blanks related to prepositions. And this models is also there that I have given. And what I have given for syllabification, I had taught you, right? There, if you are dividing a word like this, just see here, I have done like this for your kind understanding. Okay, when I am given in the worksheet, I have asked you to write it here. Usually, whenever you refer the dictionaries for syllabification, it will be depicted this way. Okay, this is the standard form of doing the syllabification. Okay, so this is for your understanding. I separated it. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to follow. I have given you there the same way, but don't get confused. It doesn't mean this or this both are the same. Okay, it has been destructed here. En pause ter. Okay. So this is the symbol for, when you refer the dictionary also, you will find this symbol only for syllabification. So this is all about your worksheet. So no doubts with the worksheet also. And all the worksheet also should be maintained in some other book, children. Neatly it should be maintained, but we need not submit worksheets. All the classworks and homeworks should be submitted on Monday. Every Monday. Okay, whenever the notes will be uploaded. So next, you don't have much. You don't have much grammar part in the poem. Okay. I think it's very clear with the question answers part. Everything I have given, all the questions from the chapter Hero, and this will also be uploaded. Grandma Climbs a Tree will also be uploaded soon. And second chapter, it has been uploaded. No problem, you keep writing it. I have completed Grandma Climbs a Tree. Next, in the next session, I will start up the same thing. Now, let us move on to so hope you have time is very limited. If I start a topic, it will be incomplete. In the next session, I'll start up with models, children. So here I'll wind up my session. So you should be ready with the grammar part for models and the explanation of notes in the next session. Okay, thank you, children.